Hello, Jonathan here. Okay, ClassIn Edb. Today I've got a very good class for describing animals, like describing animals, basically because it's great grammar practice for kids and for lower levels, and at the same time it's fun. It's good grammar practice because it includes all the main parts of the exercise that you want. It's got, it can, it eats, it lives, and then the negatives: it isn't, it hasn't got, it can't, etc., etc. Okay, so as always, almost always leave the first page free. And now we can do this. You can do this with a timer, to be honest with you. Get them into groups. I get them to move their heads, take a photo, and I stick their heads here on the top of the animals. And in a timer, give them a couple of minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or whatever, which they get their things and they stick them in. It's got feathers. There are a couple of things here that I should tell you. The tail, a long tail, could be the snake or the monkey. Okay, right now, of course, they got to work that out when you're doing it, so you don't tell them this, but I'm going to tell you. It's got a long tail. I think it's the monkey. And then I should tell you this, shouldn't I? It's got a long tail. It's poisonous. No, it's got a long tail. No, sorry, it's got a long tail is the snake, and it's got fur is the monkey. That's right. And the same thing happens with where it lives. It lives in rocks and trees, I think, is the snake, and it lives in the jungle is the parrot. Okay. Of course, they could change it around. I mean, imagine if they say that it lives in the jungle with the snake, which is fair enough. But it lives. If you've got 4, you could probably stick these 2 in already to avoid confusion. But confusion is part of it. They can start arguing amongst themselves. And now what you do is you get in your breakout rooms or whatever. You can do this in teams or their individual boards. First of all, you do it and you just describe an animal. So you think of an animal and you say it's, and these are to help you, but if you want to add stuff, it's a pet, it isn't dangerous, it's got 4 legs, it hasn't got feathers, it can, etc., etc. And then they do it. Very easy, very simple, very, 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 very effective. And then we finish off with a who's who to practice the questions. The same thing, questions, very, very good grammatically. I want to point out one thing here. This also goes in conjunction with an animal project. What am I going to call it? Animal discovery project, something like this. Is going to go 50%. I'm going to give you a discount for that and vice versa because they are connected. Okay, so if you get this, you get 50% on the animal discovery project and vice versa. This will end up with a who's who. You stick them in 2 groups in the breakout rooms. They choose an animal, and then each one has to try and guess with these questions. Try and guess the other animal. They can cross it off. So they cross off their ones. Has it got 4 legs? No, it hasn't. Whereas cross out everyone with 4 legs. Okay, and that's it. If you want this or any of these files, okay, they're in ClassIn Edb, and you can get them free. You can get them free just by giving me your email. And just when you get the email, the confirmation email, you tell me which file you want, the name and the number, and I will give it to you completely free, the links. Okay, so that's it. I hope you like that, and I'll keep you updating with more. Okay, thanks a lot.